Hello everybody, and welcome to a new Game News Roundup. We're back after, it's been a little bit since I've done a video. My apologies. But before we get into this, if you enjoy my videos, be sure to hit the like button and be sure to subscribe. And, well, this is about the Game Awards. What is your personal game of the year, whether it's nominated or not nominated, or your favorite games that you've played this year? But before we get into the awards, the nominees, there was a big change this year. Expansion packs, new game seasons, DLCs, remakes, and remasters are now eligible in all categories. When you see the nominees, you're probably going to understand why they made this change. Or maybe Jeff Keighley made this change. Don't know for sure. We don't know for sure. But, yeah, let's get into the nominees. We can watch the video, but let's keep this quick and brief. Right off the bat, nominated for Game of the Year, Astrobot, Balatro, I don't know how to pronounce it because I'm not sure, Black Myth Wukong, and here's some of the changes here. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, an expansion for Elden Ring, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Part 2 of 3. The Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 of 3. The middle third of the game, or whatever percentage of it is. I'm not totally sure. And Metaphor ReFantazio. And if you don't know, obviously, since the Game Awards is taking place on December 12th, it's not any game released in 2024 is eligible, as, for example, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle comes out right before the Game Awards. Awards in December. So the dates for the Game Awards, it's like middle of November from the previous year to the middle of November of the current year, somewhere around that. For the dates aren't, it's not exactly around there. It's around there, but not exactly like November 15th type of deal, but around middle of the previous year of November to November of this current year. So, yeah, these are the current nominees for Game of the Year. Which one do I think is going to win? I don't know. There are some years they're just like, well, obviously, this game doesn't win. I'd be shocked. If Elden Ring didn't win, I would have been shocked. Or if Baldur's Gate 3 didn't win. There's some obvious choices that were going to win. And Best Game Direction, this might look familiar. It's the exact same list as Game of the Year. So, yeah. No difference between Game of the Year and Game of the Game Best Game Direction nominees. Best Narrative, we've got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, which I'm kind of disappointed that while I've not played it, I've heard it's pretty damn good. Kind of surprised it actually wasn't nominated for Game of the Year. Not that I would expect it to win. Metaphor ReFantazio. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Silent Hill 2. This is Best Narrative. Best Art Direction, we've got Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Neva for Best Art Direction. Best Score and Music, Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor, Silent Hill 2, Stellar Blade. Yeah, some of these games are nominated in a lot of categories. Best Audio, Astrobot, Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hellblade 2, Silent Hill 2. You're kind of noticing certain things here. Best Performer, Brianna White in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hannah Tell in Life is Strange, Double Exposure, Humberly Gonzalez, Star Wars Outlaws, Luke Roberts in Silent Hill 2, and Melina? And Hellblade 2. Innovation and Accessibility, Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age of Veilguard, Prince of Persia, Lost Crown, and Star Wars Outlaws. Accessibility being basically the games with the best accessibility features in their games. Melina? I'm streaming this live on Twitch if you're wondering. You think. Emerald's saying it's Melina. Also, hi Goose, hope you're doing well. Games for Impact. Closer the Distance, Indica, Neva, Life is Strange, Double Exposure, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kenzura? Yeah, apologies for me mispronouncing stuff. If you watched me for a while, it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. Best ongoing game, basically best live service game is kind of how I'm seeing it. We got Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Helldivers 2. Just thinking about what's been released for these games and how well things have been. I'm trying to think of the word here. Anyways, how well people are liking the new content. I don't know. Maybe Final Fantasy 14 could win that. Think about like the new content. I don't know. Best community support. Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite 2, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. Yeah, certain games you're going to see, have popped up. Astrobot you've seen quite a bit. I mean, shockingly, the Game of the Year, people nominated for Game of the Year, shockingly, have been a lot of awards and other nominations. I know, shocking. Surprising. Best Indie Game, Animal Balatro, which is also Game of the Year nomination. You don't really see indie games nominated for Game of the Year, but here we are. Lorelei and Laser Eyes. Neva and UFO 50 for Best Indie Game. Best Debut Indie Game. Yeah, Animal and Balatro, just like in Best Indie Game. But this is, I guess, for the first release for an indie developer. Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, and The Plucky Squire. Best Mobile Game. AFK Journey, Balatro, Pokemon Trading Card Game, Pocket, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero. Best VR, Augmented Reality Game, Arizona Sunshine Remake, Asgard's Wrath 2, Batman Arkham Shadow, Metal Hellslinger VR, and Metro Awakening. Best Action Game, Black Myth Wukong, Black Ops 6, Helldivers, oops, a daisy. I did not mean to open that, my bad. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional here. Not really, no. Not really. Anyway, so yeah, Best Action Game, Black Myth Wukong, Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, which I'm actually kind of surprised this hasn't been nominated in more categories, but here we be. Best Action Adventure Game. Action/adventure game. Astrobot, which is an action-adventure game. I consider that more platformer, but there is no best platformer, I don't think, anyway. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. It has a more platformer, but anyways. Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Best RPG, Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. Best Fighting Game, just by reception and how well it's sold, my gut's telling me Dragon Ball is going to win, but maybe it's me being slightly biased if you think of my online name being based off of future Trunks. Anyways, yeah, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics, Multiverses, and Tekken 8. Best Family Game, Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, and The Plucky Squire. So we got 3 Nintendo games for Best Family Game nominee, which is not really a surprise being Nintendo, but... So yeah, Best Sim Strategy Game, RTS, etc., etc. Age of Mythology Retold, I'm not sure if it's a remake or a remaster, it's one of those two. Frostpunk 2, Kunitsu Game, Path of the Goddess, Manor Lords, and Unicorn Overlord. Best Sports Racing Game, and we've got 5 annual releases. F1 24, EA Sports FC 25, NBA 2K25, Topspin 2K25, and WWE 2K24. That's right, all game franchises that pretty much get a new release every single year. Yeah. Best Multiplayer Game, Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Best Adaptation. I would be shocked if Fallout doesn't win with how much everyone seemed to love it, and I haven't heard much about the other so I didn't even realize there was a Like a Dragon series. And it'd be Arcane. I know, biases, alright? Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon Yakuza, and Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft. If I were to bet money in any category, Fallout winning Best Adaptation seems like the kind of biggest shoo-in. Oh, actually, no, second biggest shoo-in. Most anticipated game. Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotai, Grand Theft Auto 6, Metroid Prime 4, and Monster Hunter Wilds. I wonder what the most anticipated game is. I'm gonna go GTA 6, probably. I don't know why it wouldn't be GTA 6. I mean, maybe? You never know. But something's telling me GTA 6 is probably gonna win. Also, yeah, if Metroid Prime 4, yeah. Also, you can vote for your favorite nominees for all of these. I believe the fan vote is weighted to about 10%. Also, yeah, how long are we waiting for Metroid Prime 4? My goodness. And categories I don't know anything about. Content Creator of the Year, Queso, Ilo Wan, Techno Gamers, Typical Gamer, Usada, Pecor. I don't know them. Never actually heard of them. Not bad. Best esports game. Another thing I don't pay attention to is the esports, personally speaking. As anyone who's watched me for a long time, I stick to single player. Story, action, first-person shooters in general type games. Halo, God of War, etc. But anyways, best esports game, Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, and Mobile Legends. Bang Bang. Never heard of that one. Yeah, I say none of these new. I guess technically Counter-Strike 2 did that come out this year? Honestly, not even totally sure. Feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think of all of the nominees for Game of the Year? Which one do you think, or any of these specific categories? Let me know in the comment section down below. Or do you have a game that you think was snubbed that should have been nominated in any of these categories? Also, I feel like Game of the Year should have 10 nominees, not 6. I know that sounds crazy, but I just feel like there should be 10 nominees for Game of the Year. Just so you got... It just feels like... I understand there's only been one winner, but I just feel like there should be 10 games nominated for Game of the Year. Just that category specific, because I think... Is the Oscars now just 10 nominees for Movie of the Year? Best Movie or whatever? I think. I could be wrong. I haven't watched the Oscars in years, but I could have sworn I heard something about how, like, the Movie of the Year now has more nominees. I feel like that's something they should do for Game of the Year. But this is the Game Awards. This is just one place that does awards for video games. While this is technically the equivalent to the Oscars, yeah, you gotta remember who does the voting. Who here can actually vote for these? It's I guess say someone of the Oscars who actually votes for the best movies. Usually it's the more drama movies and whatever. It's never the big blockbuster movies. I mean, when was the last time a big blockbuster movie did amazing at the Oscars? Probably what? Return of the King 20 years ago? Over 20 years ago now? Which I think it was a clean sweep. It was like tied for most Oscars ever or something like that for Return of the King, which definitely deserved, But, yeah. I do feel like this year was lighter on when it comes to big, heavy AAA hitters. I mean, obviously, because next year we're going to have Grand Theft Auto 6. I mean, yeah. It's a pretty big hitter. Pretty big hitter. Obviously, you get Call of Duty every year, but it's every year, But yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6 probably will have the biggest video game launch of all time, maybe. Which I believe Grand Theft Auto 5 currently has the record. We'll see if GTA 6 can beat it. The only reason GTA 6 would not have a bigger launch than GTA 5 is because GTA 5 launched in September of 2013 when the PS3 and 360 were like 7 and 8 years old versus next year for GTA 6, the PS5 and Series X and S will be 5 years old at the time. So a slightly smaller install base. But we'll see. We'll see. But I'm expecting a ridiculous launch for GTA 6 and moving a ton of consoles. Now, if GTA 6 was also launching on PC day one, sure, that would probably easily be the biggest launch of all time. But it is skipping PC, so yeah. Go figure. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below your Game of the Year. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to leave a comment down below. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And yeah, I'll catch you all next time for some more gaming news, gaming sales, and gaming industry information.